Welcome to Sir Betterment, where we bring you financial, motivating, and betterment knowledge. In this video, we'll talk about the secret that allows you not to work, John D Rockefeller's proven way to wealth. So without further ado, let's get into it. In many cultures, there is an age-old saying that wealth is made and lost in 3 generations. In the US, we say shirt sleeves to shirt sleeves in 3 generations. In Japan, it's rice paddies to rice paddies in 3 generations. In other words, wealth rarely extends past the grandchildren. Family fortunes ultimately suffer from taxes, expenditures, and the unavoidable spoiling effect of having so much money. Yet, the Rockefeller family has defied all of that, with 170 heirs and now in their 6th generation. The Rockefeller family has managed to hold onto substantial wealth. So how did they manage to achieve it? In this video, I will share the secrets of the Rockefellers' financial success with only a few monetary skills that will last generations to generations. So, sit back, relax, and learn how to get rich. Number 1. Be honest and trustworthy. The oil tycoon has a rigid commitment to honesty. Rockefeller always paid back debts on time and never lied about his finances or used ambiguous language to twist the truth. As a result, Rockefeller cultivated loyalty among the bankers who had often come to his aid during his career. In one instance, bank directors balked at extending Rockefeller's credit after he suffered a refinery fire. Fortunately, Rockefeller's reputation preceded him, and a director named Stillman Witt demanded that the bank advance the funds to the company without hesitation, and even provided the entrepreneur with more money if needed. Number 2. Take time to rest. Rockefeller took offense when people thought that he was a workaholic. In a book, he said, "I know of nothing more despicable and pathetic than a man who devotes all the waking hours of the day to making money for money's sake." Unlike some billionaires today who work all the time, Rockefeller worked at a much more relaxed pace. He rested in a lounge chair after supper and had daily naps after lunch. In his mid-30s, Rockefeller put a telegraph wire between his work and home. By doing so, he could spend 3 or 4 afternoons each week at home, tending to his gardens and enjoying the scenery. It is remarkable how much we all could do if we avoid hustling and go along at an even pace and keep from attempting too much, said Rockefeller to writer William Inglis. The millionaire found the perfect balance between work and leisure, allowing him to achieve greater results. Number 3. Schedule your day. Rockefeller had a mechanical routine, and his day was planned like clockwork. From job to religion to family to exercise, every hour of the businessman's life was rigidly divided and tightly budgeted. Rockefeller probably used this strict schedule to manage underlying tensions in his oil business, which might have easily gotten out of control. Rockefeller was under terrific pressure as the CEO of Standard Oil Corporation and found solace in following daily routines. Number 4. Keep a close watch on company finances. Rockefeller was a far-sighted leader who only used data to determine if the business was on track. The oil tycoon kept a handwritten log of all the company's finances and recorded every single cost down to the last decimal. Rockefeller said, "I charted my course by figures, nothing but figures," while explaining how this knack for numbers helped him succeed. Number 5. Delegate tasks. Rockefeller had to delegate duties to lead such a large company properly. In fact, part of the Standard Oil gospel was to train subordinates to do their job. Rockefeller says As soon as you can, get someone you can rely on. Train him. Sit down, cock up your heels, and let him think out some way for Standard Oil to make some money. For Rockefeller, that meant he had to stop worrying about the day-to-day details and spend his time making broad policy decisions. Number 6. Strive for perfection. Some bosses can tolerate sloppiness, but not Rockefeller, because he was a fanatic perfectionist who refused to accept anything less than perfect. As the leader of Standard Oil, Rockefeller penned countless tedious revisions to hundreds of thousands of business letters. Even penmanship provided him with an opportunity to achieve perfection. A senior assistant remembered seeing Rockefeller meticulously and carefully sign each letter as if it were a piece of art. The billionaire's obsession with perfection extended beyond his personal life and into his business, which became part of the company's culture. Number 7. Create unity. One of Rockefeller's best skills was getting his employees to work together. He did this by placing a premium on internal harmony and reconciling contention among Standard Oil executives. More so, he enjoyed getting everyone's input before voicing his perspective. He then often negotiated a compromise to keep the group together. Rockefeller likes to pose his judgment as questions or ideas rather than direct orders. He also operated by consensus. All business choices had to pass a supreme test of unanimous approval, and the billionaire did not take on any ventures that his board members disapproved of. Number 8. Establish a support system. Even though Rockefeller had occasional fights and feuds with company leaders, there wasn't as much fighting and jealousy as expected in a large company. According to the multi-billionaire, the directors of Standard Oil were bounded as brothers by a faith that was almost mystic, and their close bond was a result of their mutual trust in one another. Number 9. Foster competition. Without competition, businesses can easily lapse into lumbering giants. In order to prevent this, Rockefeller established committees made up of experts from many industries who produced operating guidelines for all Standard Oil companies. While these committees let managers share ideas, they also encourage competition between local units and encouraging them to compete for records and prizes. Number 10. Respect your employees. Rockefeller liked to point out that Napoleon Bonaparte would not have been victorious without his marshals. Similarly, Rockefeller thought that his ability to inspire staff was a contributing factor to his success. The industrialist gave authority to his employees so they could operate independently, was kind and laid back with lower-level staff members, didn't get upset when they offered criticism, and maintained decorum even in stressful situations. Rockefeller seldom praised his staff, but he gave them tremendous authority and freedom. Because of these characteristics, Standard Oil employees tended to revere Rockefeller and vied to please him. And that, my fellow financial savvies, are the secrets to becoming financially successful. Let us know in the comments which one is your favorite. Or, if you have other tips and strategies, don't be shy and let us know below, because you might be the next Rockefeller in our generation. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like. Also, click the subscribe button and notification bell for more videos like this. See you at the next one.